I'm going to start off with introducing the board. And I would like each of the board members to please stand, and I want them to stay standing because I have a purpose. So the current board is the outgoing board is Judy Salega-Punko, who is a co-president. Treasurer Dorothy Anway, and really, would you stand and just stay standing? Program Chair Kate Baldwin. Publicity Teresa O'Gara. Membership Lou Ann Seifert. Membership Wendy Williamson. Gay cannot be with us tonight. And I should add, okay, just a minute. AAUW Funds Marilyn Toscano. Secretary Don Conlon, who's not with us tonight, her mother recently passed. Newsletter Nancy Sievertson. Focus Group Cindy Lumber. STEM Karen Moore. Diversity Isabel Stadola. And then Marilyn is also his favorite historian. And so these women have been working with me. They survived the first board meeting, which was almost 4 hours long. And these flowers represent these people that have been working together, just forming this nucleus of people who have been steering this organization. And so what I invite all of you to do by the end of the day is, there's plastic bags in here. Everyone please take a stem of daisies home with you tonight. And then, I have plastic bags. And this is from state convention. But here we are. I mean, we're just all working together, and each one has a different ribbon because we're all different people. Now, just a minute. How many of you have been on the board before, of the people that were standing? Raise your hands. Like Marion, you've been on the board before. Our local board, Karen, you've been on our local board before, right? So just raise, so if you all want to sit then, and would you raise your hands? I just want to prove a point. So those people, the current board, raise your hands. Okay, now people who have been on the board before, raise your hands. And then people who have been committee members, raise your hands. I mean, it's our organization is based on a group of women working together all around our mission, which is equity for women and girls. And together, we make that organization what it is. So anyhow, these flowers are for you, and again, the ribbons represent how different we are, because there are 12 different ribbons there. You have minutes from the last meeting. Now, I don't know how many of you are present or how many of you have read them, but typically we kind of look at those minutes and then we approve them. So, do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
By Wendy, second. Mary Ann. So it's immediately in. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Dorothy has prepared for us a 3-column budget. Actual income expenses from the current year, July of 17 to July of 2018.
That's last year.
That was wrong.
Oh, no.
Last year's budget.
Right. The second column is this year's.
Okay, what we've spent. The middle column is what we've spent, and then on the last column is the proposed budget for next year. What comments do we have, Dorothy? What needs to be noted?
I guess I would entertain any questions that anyone has about any item. I based the budget on us having the same 100 members next year that we have this year. Wendy and Luann have done a marvelous job of increasing our membership. We're one of few AAUWs in the state that have increased their membership. Gave us a little bit more to spend in doing things. And also, several members, or some members, have put in an additional contribution along with their membership, and that also gives us some extra money to use for our programs. So hopefully we won't have to get into our reserves by the whole $1,500 that's there in the budget. I would submit this then. If there aren't any questions, I would submit this for approval.
Do I have a motion to approve the budget?
So moved.
By Paula,
Second.
by Kate. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. You have a 2-year annual recap for AAUW. And again, it's conserving paper, everybody doesn't have one. But what I did, rather than attempting to talk about everything that we've been doing, is I put it on paper. You'll note after the board, our board meets regularly. The exec board, which is the top 4 positions, meet every month. The board, we've changed our structure a little bit. Then we add some people in who meet every other month, and then we're going to invite chairmanships and other positions to join us when needed, at least once, maybe twice a month. We're working on that. But any member could attend a board meeting, and we are always looking for volunteers. The more people who volunteer, it kind of spreads everything out, and one person or 2 people aren't feeling so frenzied. Okay? So think about that, please. Where would you fit in our organization? State board. With us tonight is Mary Ann Lucas Haupt, who is also VP for President on the state level. And, she's kind of, past president member and a state board member, is kind of been a guide and actually a mentor for me as I ask her questions occasionally. And she's helped us with some of our work. The 2-year recap shows you everything that we've done for 2 years each month. Note that the created here, in 16 earned 5,000, over 5,000, and then 6,000 in 2017, so that we could award $4,000 and $3,000 in scholarship. And one thing I've noted is how what we're doing has increased. Something that GAY has arranged for us, or that we're sponsoring in partnership with 12 other organizations, is Healthcare for All with Senator John Marty, May 23rd in the Hillside Community Center, 6 to 8 p.m. As public policy chair, she sees that need and supports AAUW's mission, which I've referred to several times, which is AAUW advances equity for women and girls through advocacy, education, philanthropy, and research. Healthcare being vital to many, many families. What I really, and coming is our transition meeting in June 20 and June 22nd, and we are lucky enough through a grant or a loan from the State Leader on Loan program to be bringing in 2 trainers from the state board, Ann Johnson and David Kirkwood, and they'll be up in Duluth for a day on the 22nd, meeting in the boardroom at the library. I've noted our collaborations and liaisons, and I'm sure I've missed some, but then please note that all of us are volunteers, and any group that we interact with, if they know that we're AAUW people, they also know about our organization. The last page is accomplishments and recommendations, and we're just growing and changing, and I want to highlight that, there's just so much. Well, we're just redefining our board and who we are, and you'll see this executive notebook. Kate, this is going to be yours to guide. It's all the forms and stuff that we've been putting together. So we have an executive notebook, and we've gone to notebooks for each year. So we have now our pertinent papers and our charts and documents, and then we have a collection of every year what we've been doing. In the past, a couple of presidents have been doing that. Finance. Let's go down to publicity. One thing I'd like you to think about is for the calling tree, instead of 12 people calling up to 10 people, I would love to have 21 people. Which amounts to, this is our directory, one person from each calling 3 or 4 people, which would eliminate it'd just be more friendlier. But we'll work with that on the board, and we have currently 102 members. What you need to know is every goal that we started in 2016 we have met. We were working on visibility and collaborations in the community and partnerships, I think. I lost the paper. I'm a little, oh, here it is, right here. Visibility, stronger partnerships, and increasing our memberships to 100. And over 2 years, we have met every goal that we set out for. And congratulations goes to the board, because they worked really, really, really hard. State convention was in Faribault. The reps are named there. On the back of this sheet is the recap. AAUW, I have one of these on each table. This is their new strategic plan that's still in process. And there's one for you to look at. And please don't feel compelled that you have to take paper. But, you know, if you take it, fine. But this is where the national is changing and reorganizing the organization. And it's really exciting and it's extensive. The original document that I got was 24 pages long, with outcomes and how they're going to do it and identifying the purpose. So that's coming. They really would like you to vote on the bylaws. They encourage you to sign up for the task force. They're listed in the national on the national website. You'll see that we received 3 awards. One for membership, increase over 25% over 3 years, membership increase of 5 or more, and then this year we were 9 out of the top 10 in total giving. Ours would be about $25 per person. The top branch gave $17,000 to the Minnesota AAUW, I believe. Wow. So we have more awards, all thanks to what we're doing. Also, I will encourage the board, there's a whole new grant process going out there that Mary Ann is in charge of, and I hope that we take advantage of many of them as possible. And I'm going to ask Carly Heedy to come forward. Carly received the Young Woman of Equity Award for this year as a senior at UMD. The program being supporting Carly as she is out working for women and supporting the AAUW message.
I figured I'd just come say hi, so you know, based on what you're doing on, I guess. I leave for the Northwest Zone in 2 weeks, so I'm really excited for that. And I did get to attend the state convention in Faribault, so that was fun too. Oh, sorry.
You leave for where?
The National Conference for College Women Student Leaders.
Oh.
Yep, I leave in 2 weeks for that, so I'm excited for that.
And what happened, Nancy Schumacher was coordinating that. And Carly received a $500 scholarship from the state, and then we are underwriting her travel for another $500. And so this will be her first opportunity. Mary Ann.
just want to say that she got that award for her work in sex trafficking. Very important subject.
And she worked with Wendy in the sex trafficking task force. And didn't you say that she worked and coordinated at UMD?
There's 2 programs at UMD.
Yeah. So bravo, Carla. Oh, Marilyn, let's do EF.
The Duluth branch of AAUW would like to congratulate members Dorothy Anway and Marie Owens for receiving Duluth branch 2017-2018 EOF named grant honorees.